If you guys want to learn how to make this tumbler, stick around because I'm going to show you my entire process from start to finish. You're going to set your heat press to 360 for 60 seconds. Grab whatever tumbler you're going to put it on and clean it off. Rubbing alcohol, soap, and water, dry it however you want to do it. Just make sure that it is clean. You don't want your fingerprints and stuff to be stuck on it. And you're going to grab one of your prints. You can grab these from my website. You can even grab the tumbler blanks off of my website. And you're going to trim one of the edges, trim all the way up to the design. You may even want to cut into the design a little bit. Just make sure that you don't leave any white edges. I actually have a little bit of one here, which I will try to trim off. If I leave that there, you're going to see a white gap in the tumbler. And then this isn't necessary, but I like to trim the other side. Not all the way up to the design, but pretty close to it. It's just a personal preference. Like I said, it's not a necessity. And then we are going to wrap our tumbler. Now for me, I leave just a little bit of a hangover on the top and the bottom, and I will show you why. Make sure that the side that you cut is the side that goes against your tumbler, and then the other one overlaps. Now the reason I like to leave a little bit of a hangover of the design itself is because you can kind of see, where it lines up. So now you're gonna know if it's straight or not, and then you can flip it over to the other side and do the same thing. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect. It's handmade. We're not looking for perfection, okay? And then once you've got that done, I use 3 pieces of tape. I know, it's crazy, right? Make sure you pull it tight. I do one in the middle. I make sure that the end is tight. I go kind of out towards the edge. Make sure it is tight. Make sure it's tight. Make sure it's tight. Same thing on the other end. I go out towards the edge, and then we are going to put it in our tumbler press for 60 seconds on one side. We are then going to flip 180 degrees, so I like to put it in tape side up first. I flip it tape side down another 60 seconds. Okay, and then we like to play just the tip. So we literally are just going to take just the very end of our tumbler. I do 10 seconds-ish, 5 to 10 seconds. And then same thing, I'm gonna flip it 180 degrees. Another 10 seconds, we're gonna flip it to the other side and we're gonna do the exact same thing. And then you can peel right away, or you can let it sit and cool. Some people will even put it in cold water, it doesn't matter. And we're gonna look at our beautiful tumbler. You guys can find, like I said, the transfers on my website. You can find vinyl on my website. You can also find the blanks. So these tumblers are all sublimatable, but you do not have to sublimate. You can rhinestone, you can water slide, whatever the heck you want to do with these. And they're all flat bottoms, which makes it super easy for beginners. And then look. Perfect. And you'll also be able to get the finished tumbler on my website as well if you guys don't make them and you're interested. Look at that seam. It's perfect.